Which celebrity couple do you think fans hated the most? In this video, we're going to be counting down part 3 of the top 10 most hated celebrity couples we all can't stand. Number 10, Harry Styles and Kendall Jenner. The 2010s romance between Kendall Jenner and Harry Styles was a moment. They were linked multiple times between 2013 and 2019 and had an on and off relationship for such a long time. They first dated for a couple of months from the end of 2013 into the beginning of the following year, but the romance didn't last. Then in December of 2015, the rumor mill was teeming with reports that they rekindled their relationship after they were spotted holidaying together on a yacht, but the dating claims soon settled down again. In a 2017 interview with Rolling Stone, Harry spoke about a recent ex-girlfriend that's widely assumed to be Kendall. He said, "She's a huge part of the album. Sometimes you want to tip the hat and sometimes you just want to give them the whole cap and hope that they know it's just for them." But fans were never too happy with this pairing. Even after their relationship rumors fizzled out, Harry's fan base was upset that the two of them remained close friends. On Twitter, people wrote things like, "Kendall is a bad person, so we're allowed to be disappointed that Harry is friends with her." But regardless of how everyone feels about it, the two of them had stayed very close over the years, and it seems like they still have a special kind of chemistry. Number 9, Miley Cyrus and Cody Simpson. Despite all of their loved up Instagram posts, fans were never 100% on board with this relationship. After divorcing Liam Hemsworth, Miley seemed to move straight on to Cody in October of 2019, but the relationship seemed more like a rebound than anything else, partly because Miley was still throwing shade at Liam the whole time, and it was obvious that she wasn't over him. At one point, she went on Instagram Live and started gushing over her new man, all to her millions of followers. She said she thought she had to be gay because she felt that all guys were evil before she met Cody. Miley then points to him and says, "There are good men out there, guys, don't give up." She then slips in the fact that she only ever dated women because she had been turned off by men, which of course was a little problematic. She said, "You don't have to be gay, there are good people with D's out there, you just gotta find them. You've got to find a D that's not a D, you know what I mean?" Although that last part was a little weird, she very clearly made her point by uplifting Cody and not so subtly dissing all the men she's ever been with before, but we know she was mostly just talking about Liam. Number 8, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Last year, the two anchors of Good Morning America became embroiled in a crazy cheating scandal. Intense speculation had been swirling around the nature of their off-screen relationship after damning evidence of a workplace affair surfaced on social media. According to an explosive 6-page report, Holmes and Robach started secretly seeing each other in March, which is around the same time that they started training together for the New York City half marathon. Shocking photos that surfaced online of the pair showed them walking around upstate New York looking very close, and at one point even holding hands. Another set of photos taken in the weeks before Thanksgiving exposes that they went on a secret getaway to a remote cottage, and pictures were snapped of Holmes grabbing Robach's butt as she leaned into the trunk of a car. So at a certain point in their months-long affair, they let their guard down and got photographed cheating in broad daylight. According to an inside source, their chemistry had been on display in the newsroom for quite a while, and there were rumors that they were having an affair about a year before the news came out, so it was likely just a badly kept secret for quite some time. Number 7, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Both fans and fellow celebrities were left scratching their heads wondering what could have drawn these two together. From Tom's cringeworthy couch-jumping antics on the Oprah Winfrey Show to Katie's revelation that she had a crush on him as a little girl, it was always kind of an icky pairing, which only gets weirder when you think about the 16-year age gap between them. After a whirlwind romance, the couple got married in a luxurious Italian wedding ceremony and welcomed their first child together, Suri Cruz. But there were many signs that they weren't right for each other. In their 5 years of marriage, Katie went from a bubbly TV star to a quiet and passive person alongside her megastar partner. They announced their divorce in 2012, which came as a shock to everyone. The major reason was allegedly Katie's aversion to raising their daughter in Scientology. Tom basically confirmed this during a 2013 deposition, and he revealed that Suri was no longer a practicing member of the church. In the end, Katie won sole custody of their daughter, in a ruling that reportedly stated that she would not be exposed to anything Scientology related. And to this day, it appears as though the former couple aren't exactly on good terms, as Tom reportedly hasn't seen his daughter in years. Number 6, Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. The pair met in 1999 on a film set, and they eloped the following year in Las Vegas, shortly after Billy abruptly ended his engagement to Laura Dern. They were only married for 3 years, but it was definitely a memorable one because it just garnered so much media attention. In 2001, they were spotted wearing vials of each other's blood, and Angelina got a tattoo of Billy's name on her left arm. While some were a little weirded out by their 20-year age gap and the over-the-top PDA, they did genuinely seem to be infatuated with each other. In 2002, the couple announced that they were adopting their son Maddox from Cambodia, while Billie also had 2 children from previous relationships. But they would go on to file for divorce that same year, and Angelina sought full custody of Maddox. The divorce was finalized in May of 2003, and after the split, Angelina had the tattoo of his name removed from her arm. It was eventually replaced with the coordinates of her kids and Brad Pitt's birthplaces. Looking back on their marriage, Billie said their time together was really great, but it ended because they just had different lifestyles. Hers is a global lifestyle and his is an agoraphobic lifestyle. He said that's really the only reason that they're not still together to this day. Number 5. John Mayer and Jessica Simpson. If there's one thing that all of Hollywood knows by now, it's that John Mayer is a bit of a playboy. His reputation as a womanizer definitely precedes him, so that's why everyone at one point was really surprised to see him with Jessica Simpson. He raised eyebrows when he used the phrase sexual napalm to describe his romance with her, and even compared her to a certain illicit substance that he said he couldn't get enough of. The couple dated for about a year, but they broke up several times throughout their relationship. In fact, sources close to the pair told People magazine that things were always on and off between them, and they had arguments constantly. Unfortunately, 2006 marked the year that they decided to finally split up for good. The couple were on vacation in Mexico when photos were snapped of them arguing on the balcony of their room. Jessica looked like she was in tears, and it undoubtedly looked like a breakup. News of their split came shortly after their photos were released, meaning there's a good chance that the paparazzi actually captured the moment when Jessica and John called things off. In 2009, she opened up about him in her memoir Open Book and said, "That was a time in my life where I was very manipulated and also very in love, or seemingly." Number 4. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline. Britney's infamous marriage to backup dancer Kevin, also known as K-Fed, was a rocky one that did not end well for either party. The couple first crossed paths in April of 2004 and got married later that year after spending only a few short months together. It's worth noting that at the time he was expecting his second child with his ex-fiancée Shah Jackson. The pair eventually welcomed 2 sons of their own, Jaden and Sean, before Britney filed for divorce in November of 2006. The relationship was clearly a toxic one, and Britney went into a downward spiral not long after. They reached an initial divorce settlement in March of 2007 and agreed to share custody of their children. A lot has happened in the years since their separation, and these days there seems to be a pretty big rift in the family. Britney went on to marry Iranian actor Sam Asghari, although her 2 sons were not present at her wedding. It's been reported that she hasn't seen them for over a year. Kevin has since reached out to her lawyer to discuss the possibility of allowing them to permanently relocate to Hawaii, along with their stepmother Victoria Prince. According to inside sources, they are expecting to receive a response from Britney before the week's end, and it's likely that the judge will grant the request. Number 3. Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. These two called it quits in 2011 after 6 years of marriage, but their relationship is still a hot topic among fans. The Golden Globe nominee and the star of that 70s show began dating in 2003, and they tied the knot 2 years later. The Hollywood power couple quickly became known for their 15-year age difference. When asked about the age gap in an interview, Demi said, "He was 25, I was 40, but I'm telling you we couldn't feel it." However, things came to an end in 2011 when Demi caught him cheating on their 6th wedding anniversary. He was with his mistress Sarah Leal in a $1,000 suite at the San Diego Hard Rock Hotel. Demi ultimately found out about the affair when she received a Google alert on her phone. The alert displayed an article where Sarah shared her intimate interactions with Ashton that took place that same year. She was barely able to breathe and decided to call him and ask him if it was true. She then claimed he immediately admitted to everything. The couple filed for divorce in 2013, and Ashton ended up marrying his past castmate Mila Kunis, while Demi moved on with Daniel Hum, although they would eventually split after less than a year of dating. Number 2. Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom. These two tied the knot exactly 1 month after they met at a party for one of Lamar's teammates in September of 2009. At first, the couple were on top of the world, and they even got their own reality series called Khloe and Lamar, which ran from 2011 to 2012. But their romance quickly came to an end in 2013 when Khloe officially filed for divorce. Their relationship ultimately fell apart due to Lamar's addiction struggles and rumored infidelity. Relatively soon into the marriage, it was revealed that not only did Lamar have a serious substance misuse problem, but he also admitted to being with countless other women during their relationship. The divorce came shortly after he was found unconscious in a brothel. According to Lamar, his behavior came down to the pressure of dating a Kardashian. He said, "When I became Khloe Kardashian's man on TV, it made me look more enticing. As a result, apparently all these women came out of the woodwork work looking to get with him. In the end, he said, "If there is one thing I regret when I was married, it was having multiple affairs with different women. That wasn't a stand-up thing to do. I wish I could have kept my D in my pants." And coming in at number 1, Rihanna and Chris Brown. These two were once the music industry's hottest young couple at the height of their romance. The two met as teenagers in 2005 while starting off in the music industry, and it was from that initial meeting that they continued to cross paths. In 2008, it was revealed that they were officially dating, and all seemed to be going well until their explosive argument the night before the Grammys, where Chris violently attacked Rihanna, leaving her bruised and battered. He was then arrested and charged with felony battery, while Rihanna took out a restraining order against him. They initially broke up, but after years of apologizing and attempting to get his career back on track, it seemed as though he was forgiven. Soon enough, the two of them were seen hanging out together again and going to basketball games. Now, a lot of people didn't understand this and even became offended by their reunion. It didn't make sense that she would want to be around Chris ever again. Of course, fans were still frustrated with what was happening. Many expressed concern for her safety, which was valid, but at the same time, no one really knows the full story about a relationship that they are not in. Eventually, Rihanna and Chris decided that they were done with their relationship and they both moved on with new partners. So what do you guys think about all the names in this list? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.